What's going on, beautiful people? It is Dr. Tawana Worlds and Coach M Worlds, Marcus Worlds, and we coming back at y'all with something hot off the press. Okay, want to talk about a little bit about couples starting a transportation business that is non-CDL. It doesn't just work for couples, but since we a couple, we doing couple edition on tonight. Your couple could be you and your child, you and your daughter, you and your son, you and your mother, brother, and sister. How to actually create that generational wealth instead of it being on one person, you can do it in a team. And teamwork makes the dream work, right? Two is always better than one. And this is the most lucrative, easiest industry to get into, and that is in the transportation space. When I say it ain't never been easier, I absolutely mean it has never been easier for you to do six figures. Okay? Way more than what a 9 to 5 is paying you, way more than what the president receives off of a transportation business that you ain't got to have no CDL. When I say it ain't never been easier, it ain't never been easier. Also, you can have a digital transportation business, meaning all you do is work that thing from a phone, from your home, and with a Wi-Fi connection. Simple as that. You can always leverage other people to drive for you. You can leverage other people to find your loads. You can leverage other people to utilize their authority. So many different ways. Too many to name here. I know 7 off the top, but I will go over a couple of ways. Marcus will go over a couple of ways. This is going to be an interview style type of presentation so that if you have any questions, we hope to answer them. And we've been in this space for a cool minute, so we know the top burning questions, and we're going to cover those. Are you ready, Mr. Marcus? You want to introduce yourself, say a little bit to the people about who you are, how much experience you got in this industry, and how this industry has, change your life, your financial forecast, and possibly why you want to help other people.
Yes, let's get right to it. I'm Coach Marcus Worlds. I've been in transportation for over 14 years. I love what I do. Love helping people. Love showing people something that I didn't think that I can do. So I look at myself that if I can do it, anybody can do it. I mean, you just got to step out on faith, encourage yourself, and just know that if you see other people doing it and it's something that you really want to do, just put your mind to it and go forth with it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of nothing. Step out on faith.
Awesome. All right, so just a quick rundown. How long was you, trading your time for dollars in transportation niche? How long were you actually working in the transportation industry, changing your hard time, leaving your family to make a little bit of what you were making? And then what was your aha moment that made you go all in with your transportation business, pay yourself what you want, live the way that you want to live, and be able to do the things that you're able to do now? Share a little bit with them.
So I was for over 10 years. I was in corporate Americas doing, minimum wage, barely making it. By the time I get my paycheck, it's already about gone because you got to wait 2 weeks to get it. Of course, you got everything done built up, and then when you get it, you just feel like you don't went to work, and then you get your check, and you can't even really take your family on no vacation or nothing because you got to, take care of your family, pay your bills. And so what was the aha moment for me was just being honest. My wife pushing and encouraging me, you should be doing your own transportation business. You pretty much know all the ins and outs. I was pretty much running a city transportation company for them, making them hella money, and I was just only barely making it, and I'm doing all the work, but they reaping the benefits, and I'm away from my house, from my kids, my family, my wife, and it was just a breaking point of just stepping out on faith and just getting everything going and getting started. And it been the best thing of my life, the best thing that I could have ever done, outside of accepting Christ and marrying my wife. It's like now I'm not saying this as a cocky or being big-headed or nothing. It's just like when you step out and you really see what you worth, you see the value of that. What that other stuff is when you being underpaid, or it's what you basically telling yourself, okay, I'm only worthy for $15 an hour. No, we better than that. We worth more than $15 an hour. That's just basically you putting yourself on a label saying that this is what I'm worth. No, I'm not accepting that. And once you get to the point of you not accepting that and step out and feel like know that you can make more money when you can, because they are sitting there making more money than you and you doing the work. That was my breaking point.
Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Um, when you first started your transportation business for yourself, you were still working in corporate America, but how much did you make in your first week? Was what you made in your own transportation business more in your first week than you make in 2 weeks at corporate America?
Yes, because I not only was running a transportation company, I was doing paperwork, doing people DOT MC numbers for them, and just on that alone, I made like $10,000 in 1 week. No, I'm not just sitting up here telling you guys some number to make it something, but I really did $10,000 in 1 week on my job. Probably would took me 6 months to make $10,000.
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, so yeah, what made you quit your job? Because you quit, right? You put in your notice. What made you quit it and then just go full fledged? Right.
Yeah, I didn't even put in no 2 week notice when I just had enough and just let them know that yeah I'm leaving this job. They all knew I had my own transportation company, and some of the workers would be like, man, why you still here? You got your own transportation company. I had to just really ask myself and then think about it. I'm like, man, look, I get one load sometimes. It might be $1,500 in one day. And it take me 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks to make that. And I'm like, nah, this is backwards, man. My driver making more than me. I'm at this job, he doing, so I'm like, nah, this ain't make sense. So I ain't even put in no 2 week notice. I didn't let him know that I ain't coming back tomorrow and just
Yeah.
left. It ain't been back ever since.
How long that's been now?
Over 3 years.
That's
And
what's
it's the
up.
best thing that I ever did. I be able to be at home with my family. I can still get my work done. 9 times out of 10, I'm done with my work by sometime 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. I got the rest of the time to work on other stuff or spend time with my wife and my family, or we can travel and do more. That's the main thing, of just spending that time with your family, because you never know when it's your last day or last time on this earth. And when you at them corporate job, all they gonna do is say, it was a good worker, thank you for your time. We send out condolences, and they're gonna have a thing go looking for somebody else to hire the next day or the following day. So come on, you guys, let's get it.
Yep, that's real. Um, how much in your first 6 months did you make in transportation?
I'm just with transportation loan with one truck that I had, non-CDL. My driver didn't have no CDL. We did non-CDL. And we hit in 6 months, we were way over $50,000.
And then in 12 months?
For the whole year, my first year, I did over 140,000.
What is the best? Well, what are some of the best things that you were able to do with just some of that money, like for yourself or your family? What were traveling? What was the best thing that you were able to do?
The best thing that I was able to do was be able to be with my family, to be able to get up and just say, you know what, you guys, let's take a vacation. Let's take a trip. I ain't got to call and ask, hey, can I get 2 days off, or call and saying I'm sick and I'm not really sick. I ain't got to do that. I'm not being boastful or anything about it, but it's just the freedom of, if something happened to where you have to travel or you have to go here, you got the freedom to do that, and you can still work your business no matter where you at. You ain't got to be called or be subjected to be like, I need to put in a notice. Let me see if they're gonna let me off. That's the opening of having your own business. You still gotta hold yourself accountable, but it's still where you ain't gotta be asking, can you take off, and putting in a notice and waiting on somebody to respond. You can move how you want to move.
Yeah, for real. I want to talk about two traumatic experiences. One when you was working, one when you was not working. So the first one, when we had the twins and you were working, how much time did they give you to take care of your twins that was in NICU fighting for their life?
Only 6 weeks.
It wasn't even full 6 weeks.
Yeah, it was more like 5 weeks because you have to do this, you have to fill out this paperwork and do this, and then they don't really want to pay you. Then they tell you after the 6 week, if you want to take more time, then you're gonna be off without pay.
Okay. So it was about 5 or 6 weeks. And then when our son died, how many weeks did we have to take off and you were still able to make money without talking to nobody, having to report to nobody? How long did it take us to bury him, fly, all of the whole 9 yards? How was that? And you were
Very,
still able to make money?
very long process, and in the process, we were still able to move around and do how we had to do without having to call and answer to nobody or be like, can I take off days out telling you you got no 3 days of bereavement? I was able to do however many days I want and still operate how we needed to. As a matter of fact, it was to the point to where we didn't even have to operate and still was able to get everything done without even having to operate when our son had passed away.
Right. And that was because that was just because you had things automated and you had drivers, right? You didn't have to drive your own truck. You had drivers that drove for you. You had somebody that booked your loads, which took a lot off your plate, but you still was reaping money daily because in the transportation, you can get paid daily. You don't got to wait weekly, right?
Yes, of course. And like you said, I was able to hand my company to somebody that I can trust and knew that they would do the right thing for me, which is a very good guy and really good friend of mine. And he's a Hispanic guy. I mean, real good guy. He helped me out a whole lot, did a lot for me. I mean, he's a good guy. And I thank the Lord for him. I thank God for him.
Yeah. That's what's up. So what kind of special do we got for these people? I mean, there's so many different ways. Let's talk about before we get into exactly what we got for them. One thing that I really like about this business is that I get to help, right? I get to participate. I get to ride if I want to ride. If you want to drive your own truck, then I could ride with you so that we ain't ever got to be apart. That's a good thing because for 10, I think it was either 11 years, just about, if not 12. Um, because I know it was in 2000 and let's see, 2000, 2008, 2009. I'll say 2010 to 2021. So that's, yeah, 11 years that I was not able to, I had to share you with corporate America. But one thing that I really like is that your son, not only us, but your son he be so excited to go with you to pick up loads. Like if you want to just drive the load yourself, this is something that he is very adamant about starting. He's like, these are the things that I'm gonna do. And one of them is he's going to continue your legacy, which I think is absolutely amazing. You get to homeschool your son, but not only that, he's learning from you. And this is something that he's learning so much from you, and you're his role model, that this is something that he has already purposed in his heart that he gonna get him an 18-wheeler and he gonna drive. And not only him, but our daughter, Revelation, loves big trucks. So you got two children that absolutely love what you created for them and is in training and learning how to, manage, you know, the business and then they get to benefit from it as well with all them toys and all that stuff you buy them. They get to benefit from it as well. You get to provide a nice lifestyle, um, for them, and I'm most grateful for that. Like, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so like my wife was saying, like with my son, he very on. I don't have to worry about nobody carrying it on because I know that him and our daughter will keep it going. And it's an amazing thing that when you own your own company, you can take your kids with you. You can take your family with you. You can go, just depending on what you drive, you can take your whole family with you and take your vacation. Like, I'm going to work and go on vacation. Have a good time, come back around, bring you a load back, and you don't want to spend money, you don't want to make money. So it's like you living the life of a good person, a good life. I mean, you able to travel, be with your family, be with your kids, because that's all our kids be needing at all time and be there. And when you working a job from 8 hours a day, by the time you come home, you're already a little sluggish. You're not really trying to do nothing but probably eat, maybe run around a little bit, then take a shower, go to sleep. But when you there all day and you can interact with your family, that's a truly a blessing.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Um, Also, like just to name some of the things that you started outside of your transportation business. When we say transportation business, that consists of an LLC, the EIN, MC number, and a business bank account. That's what makes you a legit transportation business, non-CDL transportation business. But outside of you just having the transportation business down, on paper, what are some of the other things you've been able to do and make money from just from starting that transportation business on paper? I know, like dispatching, freight brokering, trailer rentals, MCDOT, registration. You become a government contractor, sell your businesses and services to the government. You also do coaching. You got like 6 or 7 streams of income from just starting this one business, correct?
Yes, you don't want to have all your nuggets in one cup. So these are all different type of business that you can have. I mean, you can have your own store selling your products, doing coaches, doing consultation calls. I mean, it's so many ideas and ways you can do this transportation thing.
And you never got to leave your house.
You never got to leave your home. Even if you leave your house, you can still do it.
Yeah.
All from a phone. As long as you got some Wi-Fi, you can find you a printer or you got dot sign, you good to go.
Didn't you? And I just want to pull this up real quick to show them how easy it was for you to hop off of a plane and book a load in 2 minutes or less, and then show them some of your receipts. How much have you done this year since January till current just on your coaching? How much have you done in your Stripe account?
Over 101,000.
I think it said 103.
Yeah, maybe somewhere around there, 101, 103.
Um,
That's just that's not even transportation. That's just paperwork.
that's not even your loads. Let me go ahead and pull that up right here. I know I should have it somewhere. Give me 1 second because I want to show them. Sometimes people need to see it to believe it, but I got it pulled up. Let me go ahead and I don't know how I can move this, turn this photo upside down. I was supposed to correct it the last time, but I'm going to point out the important parts of it. Um, can you see my screen? Hold on 1 second. Let me change
Yeah,
the
they're a little blurry.
let me change the layout so that they can see it. Um, Hold on 1 second. They might not be able to see it in this one because I don't know how to. Let me see. Camera slot, media slot. Okay, so hopefully, let's see. Okay, now let me go ahead and share my screen like this way. See if this works because I want them to see this real quick. Are you able to see that? Okay, you guys should be able to see that. Let me go ahead and try to blow it up a little bit so I can point out to you what I want to point out to you. Okay. Right here, as you can see on the screen, it says Hot Shot Gooseneck. Okay. It tells you what type of equipment they're looking for. Over here to the top right, this is a carrier load, and I know the view is sideways. I don't know how to revert it or fix it to make it stand upwards here, but this is my husband's information, world's first class transportation. Just want to point out 2 or 3 things on here. This is for the load right here. It says $1,500. Okay. $1,500 to world's first class transportation. This is Hot Shot Gooseneck non-CDL. So that is one of his load rate cons. Here's another one. Okay. As you can see again over here, it says world's first class transportation. It tells you flatbed or step deck. This load was $2,000. Okay, $2,000. That's already $3,500 just off of the load board, just off of running loads. Hold on, let me go back this other way. And then here go another one. Okay, this one's going to Walmart. As you can see over here, carrier is world's first class transportation. We bring receipts because receipts don't lie. People do, but receipts don't. Okay, this is going to Walmart, and then we're going to find how much was this load here. I think it's down here at the bottom. Let me see where it's at, and then I'll show you exactly. Here we go. So down here, this load was $1,500. I've just showed you $5,000 on just loads. That's it. Just loads. You do this per week, $5,000 to $6,000, maybe $7,000 in just 1 week.
Is it still available? Is it the normal size or is it an oversized? Okay. You could do 24? Nope. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, can I put you on hold for a second? I gotta be on the phone. Hang on just a second. Actually,
okay. I'm sure I see your system. 128-605. Yeah, I got a drop. 30 foot.
So that load was booked. The first one, the dude said, no, I ain't willing to do 2,500. Cool. It's all about negotiation skills. He called the next one, was able to secure that one for 3,000. Okay. So he ended up winning in the long run. It only took 1 minute and 40 seconds to make both of those calls and secure a $3,000 load as soon as we got off the airplane while he's driving. Yes, he should not be driving and maneuvering on the phone, but he did what he needed to do to secure the load, keep his truck and trailer moving, keep his driver happy, keep his bank account happy, keep his life happy, keep his family happy, okay? I also want to, let me see, go back over here. Just show you 2 more pieces of information. Oh, let me go back, okay? Let me go find it real quick so we ain't fishing. Okay, here we go. So as you can see here, this is a graph. This is how much money has been done just on the coaching side. Okay, just on the coaching. What we teach you, you can also go and teach. That's the name of the game. Each one teach one. So what you learn, you're able to teach. Start you a coaching consultant. 103,000. As you can see, May of last year, it was, he had a little change coming up in there. Then he was flatlined because he didn't want to listen to his wife. That's why we a couple, we a team. I'm the GPS, he's the vehicle, I'm the GPS. So then he trended a little bit, taped off right here. This is all since January. Okay? From January to the end of April, $103.4 thousand. Literally. Okay? So I wanted to just show you guys that, like we said, we don't show you to flex upon you. We don't let people know, what we doing. We don't put people in our business, any of that. But we do show you for results that you can do exactly what we have done. And we have a whole entire program to show you from A through Z how to get started in the transportation space. It's Mother's Day. It's getting ready to be Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day, but it's getting ready to be nationally celebrated. And we have all kind of opportunities, okay, that is readily available. If you want to know how to get started in Amazon, Sprinter vans, relay, you want to learn how to get started in box truck, you want to get started in heavy haul dump truck, if you want to learn how to get started in sightseeing, creating something like that, you want to learn how to get started with an F-250, with an 18-wheeler, we got the juice and the sauce over here, okay? And we got programs that you can buy individually. And then we have a whole entire bundle, a mastery. And then we have a done-for-you service. So you want to tell them what's the hot offer today, since today is a very special day to us. The young man that we just talked about, our son that passed away, today is his birthday. So in honor of, Mother's Day, in honor of our son's birthday, in honor of just freedom, financial freedom, we are going to offer a phenomenal once in a lifetime sale. It's only going to be for a certain amount of people. It's first come and first serve. But like we were talking about earlier, there's so many different ways to scale this transportation business without even showing your face. If you one of the people like, I don't want to show my face, blah, 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 you ain't got to show your face. We'll teach you how to do MC/DOT numbers. That's a 5,000 minimum play per person. And it don't even take you lesser than 30 minutes. You can knock out 5 of those in 2.5 hours and be $25,000 richer. Okay. So we show you that. We also show you how to get started in government contracts. It's an emergency out here, right in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? They got floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. When these things happen, the government pay really, really good money, and people will reach out to you. They reached out to my husband so many times. I'm looking at one right now. The contract is worth $1 million. If I can turn my camera around, I would show you. But the contract is worth $1 million. And that's to like haul some equipment for some construction work. He ain't even got to haul it. If Jose got a trucking company and Jose got, 4 or 5 trucks, he can say, how much you going to charge me to haul this from A to B for the whole year? Oh, I'll charge you $250. The contract is for $1 million. So that means we pay Jose $250,000 to do the transporting. We make sure he get paid, which means we do the payroll, and we got $750,000 just off of connecting the middleman. So he has a lot of different opportunities in this transportation space. Where I come in at, I show you how to build business credit. Marcus was up and running in less than 45 days with his transportation business, building business credit. That's how he was able to get his F-250. That's how he was able to get his trailer. That's how he was able to get box trucks. You can leverage these things. You don't even got to have the money to get started. You can get started. You're not paying for, a program. You're paying for information that brings transformation. You're paying for what took him 5-10 years to figure out to take you 30 to 45 days and you're done. You're paying for transformation. You're paying for proximity. So what is that amazing offer? I just wanted to let them know it's Mother's Day coming up. 2 is always better than 1. If I can run a certain aspect of the business and bring in a stream, and you run in a certain aspect of the business and bring in a stream, and then we got these other programs, we in this together. So I can teach women, he can teach men. I mean, there's so many different ways we can do it. We can teach together. We can teach married couples. We can teach mother and son, mother and daughter. And we want to offer the opportunity for you to invest and give yourself the greatest gift of life outside of bringing life into the world is financial freedom. So you can bless and take care of that life that you brought into the world and live life on your own terms. Give them slave wages back to the slave owners, the plantations, also called 9-to-5 corporate America. Start living life on your own terms. Okay, I'm gonna let you say what we got, close it out, and then we'll get off y'all timeline.
So this very special deal that we got, like my wife says, a once in a lifetime deal. Basically, what we got is it usually going for $19.97. We're doing it for 10 people at $1,000. And with this $1,000, what all you gonna get is you gonna have to come up with your business name, but you're gonna get your LLC, EIN number, your DOT and MC number. You're gonna get all of that, and you're gonna get 2 trade lines to go along with it. And you're gonna get a dispatch video to show you how you can do dispatching. All of this for $1,000. But the amazing part about it is you can go to the stand store and go through Clumber, and it will actually let you see if you qualify for the $1,000 to get the program. But if you don't have the $1,000, we will have where you can send $500 to Cash App and $500 in 30 days. So that's the amazing deal. It's only for 10 people though. The first 10 people. And my wife will expand on it more.
All right, you're gonna put it on me. Okay, cool. So what it is that we're doing, we are doing a done for you. We're offering a done for you service. Like I said, if you want to do it yourself, we have that as well. On our website, the link will be in the description of this video. So on our website, you're able to say, okay, let me go learn about this. Let me go learn about that. Let me learn about freight broker, and let me learn about hot shot. Let me learn about dump truck. So you can go pick and choose. It's like an a la carte. But this special phenomenal offer that we are offering is a done for you. Let us do the heavy lifting. Let us do your paperwork so that we make sure the paperwork is done appropriately. Okay. We go ahead and lift that off of your shoulders, and then we train you. So it's not just dispatching. It's a whole entire mastery course that includes how to build your business credit. We already give you 2 trade lines, but this is going to help you continue to get trade lines so that you can go to Home Depot, run it up over there, get 30,000 over there. Sam's Club, get 10,000 over here. You can go to the Ford dealership. You can go to Ally, get your whole fleet. You can go ahead and get you some more fleet, put it on Turo. We're going to show you how to really scale this thing up like never before, okay? And then we also is going to let you know like how many ways you can scale your business. We talked about a few of them here on tonight, but trailer rentals, the MCDOT registration for people, how you can become a government contracting registration to help people that got transportation register a business in the Sam's Club, how to hire, how to do your administration, what percentage to pay, what they looking for in a carrier's package. We're going to make sure we give you the sauce, the A through Z's to get this transportation cheese. So we're not just going to do it for you. We're going to do the heavy lifting, but we also going to make sure you are equipped for success. Okay. That's the name of the game. We got a guy that's up in like Nevada, took our training. The brother got box trucks, Sprinter vans. He got contracts. Got another young man who just left his job the same way. We did his paperwork for him, got him up and running. He was able to leave his job and then go do contracting work under his own little deal, under his own transportation, so that he get his fleet, get a little experience out there. That's what he wanted to do first, go that route, get a little experience about being on the road and all of that. Now he's set to go. We didn't help so many people get their business credit. That's what we use. We didn't use our money. You leverage other people's money to make you money. That's the name of the game. You can actually go get you a box truck right now for a little bit of nothing. Get on the road, get you a driver, and you ready, set to go. So you get all of that training. You get the text part of it, the PDF, but you also get the video, the visual. You also are put into a community. It's a support community. If you need help with anything moving down the road, you got access to Marcus or myself. So you get the coaching, you get the community, and then you get that aspect of your paperwork done for you. The only thing we cannot do is go establish your business bank account unless you want us to have some of your money. Okay. But other than that, everything else, as far as the paperwork, is on us. We are only taking 10 people at this, okay? Normally, you would pay us $19.97. Normally, you would pay us $19.97. For the next 24 hours only, we are going to allow 10 people to grab them a spot at $1,000, okay? And for those of you that signed up for the $19.97, we gave you access to the government contracting course. So we ain't cheating you, shortchanging you. This is something that we're doing, for in honor of our son, and then in honor to help. This is instead of us being laying down, crying, being depressed today, this is our way that we help. It helps us to keep moving forward. So that's why we're doing it. So if you don't have the $1,000 up front, you can get started. You won't get finished until you make that second payment. But you can get started, get your feet in the door, get your spot reserved for $500. And then in 30 days, the other $500 will be due, okay, before we hand over anything to you. If you want to go ahead and just, see if Klarna will pay it in full, then you can go ahead and get started. It takes about 45 days minimum to get everything set and ready to go. But just think, in 45 days, you made a $1,000 investment and you can be raking in $5,000 a week. That's $20,000 a month. That's a hell of a return on your investment. Real talk, okay? Also, if you want to go ahead and pay it, up front, then we're going to throw in something else. I might even throw in the $200K funding play so that you can see how to go get this play from this bank, this one specific bank. You need this spill. This is what you need to do. Call them and say whoop de whoop, blase, blase. They're going to give you $75,000. Now you can use that for your fleet. You're not going to be able to go use it and buy a box truck. You got to play it a smart way. And we got that play. So for the first 2 people that pay in full, okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw in that $200K funding play. I have helped so many people get $75,000, $25,000, $200,000, you name it. I didn't help so many people do that. And I will give that to the first 2 people that Marcus tell me that sign up, that pay in full, whether you pay through Klarna or whether you pay on your credit card or whether you pay however you choose to pay. The first 2 people going to take advantage of.
Let them know in order for the comment, they got to go to the stand store.
So the link for you to go, if you want to see if you can get approved through a firm or Klarna, there will be a link. It will say stand store / M Worlds or something like that. It will be down in the description. But if you go there, that's where you have to go through in order to see if you can qualify for buy now, pay later, which is a firm or Klarna. Lots of people get approved through there. So don't count yourself out. It ain't going to hurt you to try. It ain't no hard inquiry, none of that. It's a soft pull. If you do get approved, then you're good to go. We set to go, okay? And if you don't, you want to make some other payment arrangements like the other one that we mentioned, $500 to get started, $500 later, then you can get in where you fit in with that. Do you got anything else you want to say?
No, but let's go.
Let's go. All right, family. We're gonna see y'all, and we'll see some of y'all on the other side, and then we'll see some of y'all just keep on watching us and letting opportunities pass you by. Either way, we're gonna definitely see y'all. With that being said, we look forward to serving you and changing your financial forecast. That's what we in it to do. Show you how to take two people and turn it into multiple streams of income, like I said, and change your financial future, something you can pass down to your children, something that will retire you, like ready, set, go right now, something that'll make you say deuces to the workforce. Okay, so we look forward to serving y'all, and thank you for your time. We always want to earn the right to your time, and we appreciate you allowing us to show up on your timeline, in your feed, in your inbox, wherever you seeing us at. We appreciate it. Until next time, peace.